The task at hand was to find the surface area and the volume of a three-dimensional shape. The first step to find the surface area is to trace out the net shape, which is essentially the two-dimensional shapes that make up this three-dimensional shape. As you can see here, our three-dimensional shape is made up of 6 rectangles and 2 semicircles. Out of all of these shapes, there are 2 sets of equal rectangles, 2 individual rectangles, and then the 2 semicircles are also equal. To find the total surface area, we must find the individual areas of each one of these shapes and add them together. To do so, we will be using 2 formulas. The formula for finding the area of a rectangle and the formula for finding the area of a circle, since these 2 semicircles make up a circle together. The next step to find the surface area was to set up a simple equation. This equation is made up of the formulas to find the individual areas of each one of the shapes, and some of them are repeated, so we multiply them by 2, as you can see here. And also for the last rectangle, the formula remains based on height, but the base for this is actually going to be the circumference of the 2 added semicircles divided by 2, since, as you can see here, this is this because of here. After filling in the formula with all the right values, I worked out the math and I came to the conclusion that the surface area of this shape is 426.6 centimeters squared. Please note that this number has been simplified to a nearest tenth, since due to our multiplication with pi here yielded us 1 decimal. That was very complex, which is why I simplified it to 19.6, and that translated here. To find the volume of the shape, I broke down the shape into 2 shapes. First, a rectangular prism and then a cylinder. So we use the formula for a rectangular prism, which is volume equals length times width times height, and the formula for the cylinder, which is volume equals pi times r squared times height. And we will be having this, like dividing it by 2, because this is not a cylinder but half a cylinder. So after filling in all the values for the 2 formulas that were added together to get the complete volume of this shape, I arrived at the conclusion that the volume of the shape is 496.3 centimeters cubed. And here also note again that it has been rounded to the nearest decimal because the original number was as well very complex.